Okay, so it's bright and early. As you can see, everything is still dark. And also what you can see is everything looks very nice. However, there's one problem that I need to fix, and that is this problem. So yeah, my floor cracks and creaks and is terrible. And I know the reason why, however, it's easier for me to show you the reason why. But in order to do that, I need to remove the entire floor, which I am gonna do because I don't want a noisy floor. So I'm gonna take out the old floor and equalize it and then place it back. So yeah, that's the plan. It's not going to be fun, but it has to be done because I'm not living with this. And the first time I placed this floor, it also made these noises. However, I convinced myself, mostly because the rest of the house was still looking kind of bare and ugly, that it will fix itself, and if not, I can live with it because it's just a little sound. No, well, it's a lot of sound and I can't live with it because it's so annoying and I don't want a noisy floor. So that's going to be this episode, ripping out the new floor and placing a newer floor. Also, a colleague of mine called this problem, so Andre, if you're watching, you're totally right, 100%. Okay, so the reason why I'm removing this floor is because it cracks, like I showed you earlier. Now the reason that it cracks is because of the fishbone floor that I have. Because this product, the fishbone floor, is compatible with floor heating. However, it's not compatible with this specific floor heating. Because this floor heating that I have is a dry system, which means that you don't have to pour any concrete on top of it, which is very handy for a floor that's made out of wood. However, it is unhandy because the surface you end up with is not fully level. You have all these gaps in between. And because my fishbone floor has so many seams, you know, the crisscross applesauce seams, when you step on this, all of the seams, they kind of wiggle, and because of that, the cracking is in the floor itself, but it's caused because of my floor installation. So we're going to be leveling this, probably not with cement because that's very gross and nasty, and it's probably going to end up really bad and weird and well. So we're going to try a different method. But first, the floor needs to go. So, okay. I just cut a line over here, you can see, in my hallway, because my hallway doesn't make any noise because it's supported by a flat sheet of wood. Now, you might be thinking, Ludo, this is terrible. You've got a fishbone floor. You need to make that perfectly align and everything. I'm gonna perfectly align it anyway. But I'm gonna also place a threshold here because there is a bit of a draft, because my door is not fully sealed. I still need to do that. However, that's a thing when I'm living here. That's those types of small little things. But a threshold here would also help a pretty large, significant amount. So I'm also gonna do that. So yeah, lots of stuff. So now you can also see I removed one of the pieces over here, and now we can actually continue on removing the rest. Yeah. Okay, so I think we found a solution, and it's kind of irritating because the solution is so incredibly easy. It's very frustrating because now it's pretty noisy, and we have this. This is just a 4mm MDF plate, basically. It's just this. This is it. How frustrating! I mean, we did this in my bathroom in order for the PVC, because that was thinner than the floor that I have here. And apparently this is just the solution, and it's so stupid that we didn't do this. It's... So yeah, let me show you an example of the comparison between this floor and this little test piece. So, my actual floor crunchy, delicious, so crunchy. And now, the test floor. There's a little bit of a crunch, a tiny bit, and I think I know how to fix that as well. However, that might also be a bit too... A layer of insulation might work. However, it is a floor heating system, so the warmth needs to go through. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that just yet, but maybe. There's hope, at least, there's hope. We've got a winning contestant, or contestant. This is the winner. We've got a sound insulation plastic over there, I guess, and then a 4mm MDF plate, and then the floor. So this is the sequence, and as you can hear, the only sound are my shoes. So that's all nice. Yeah, it's finally, yeah, right? Yeah, yay. So I'm almost done with today because it's getting pretty late. You can see by the sky. But I do want to place this last piece of MDF because once I do that, then most of my floor is covered by it, which is pretty cool, it's pretty nice. And then tomorrow I'm gonna get some more MDF for the last pieces over there, for instance, and a few pieces over here and a bit over there. And then we can start with the second time that I'm gonna build this floor. Yeah! Okay, so this is it for today. In one day we removed the entire floor and placed down this orange plasticky sound dampening, and also placed the MDF sheets over here and taped it all together just to make everything nice and level. Hey, for one day, it's pretty cool, it's pretty good. So, tomorrow is another day that I have fully planned for this, so I plan on filling up all of the orange spots and then also starting with the floor itself, because I've got a lot of material that is actually still usable, and sadly enough a few of the things are no longer usable because I had to glue the edges together, and when removing them you kind of break it. So, oops. But there's not a sound to be heard in my living room this time, which is very, very good. Oh. So I got 2 more sheets of the hardboard floor. So let's quickly place them. I'm not going to time lapse it because it's kind of boring to watch a time lapse of the same thing over and over again. So let's just snap and it's all done. Yay! Hey, look at this. Oh, yeah. So yeah, my entire floor has now been covered by that plastic sound dampening and also these hardboards. And as you can hear now, all you hear are my shoes. Woo! So yeah, with my floor now all done and dusted, it's time to lay the final layer of the floor. Hopefully for the last time, because we've done this part already. You can see that in episode 21? I don't know, this number. So yeah, I guess it's another time lapse of me doing the floor again, which, yay. Okay, before we start the time lapse, I wanted to show you guys this. I have this kitchen table, I guess. It's basically just a stainless steel table with my saw on top of it, because last time I placed the floor, all my walls weren't painted yet and nothing was actually kind of finished. And sawdust got everywhere. So now I'm gonna be using my saw. However, the door's gonna be open and everything is just gonna flow outside to my alleyway that I still have to clean up, but it comes later, so it's fine. So yeah, let's start a time lapse. Woo! So, my dad came by, as you can see, he's over there, and we've laid out a piece of the floor. This is just a test to see if all of the sound is actually gone, and you can probably hear it. Maybe very quietly, but not all of the sound is gone. And it is very, very small cracks that you're hearing. However, there's still cracks and I want a perfectly silent floor. So I've come to the decision of throwing out all of this fun stuff, all of this stuff over there, and this stuff, all of this is all gonna go. And I'm gonna get the floor that I have in my bedroom, that's the word. So yeah, it's gonna be just a straight floor. However, since I'm throwing this all out, the hallway upstairs is also gonna go. The hallway over there is gonna go because that's also fishbone. And the two hatches are also gonna go. Ain't this house fun? Ah. Okay. So I've been brainstorming with my dad, over there, about how to fix this. The problem of the little tiny cracks in the floor that are still very audible, and it's also kind of echoey here, so it's probably not going to be that big of a problem, but I just want a quiet floor, you know, just shush. So the solution that we have is either throwing all of this out and working with a different floor. However, we don't know if that floor is also if that floor is also going to produce some noise. So here are the solutions. We are going to glue every single seam of this entire floor, so it's one big cohesive piece. We're going to use an entirely different floor, the one from my bedroom, and hope that that doesn't crack. And finally, I'm just gonna have to live with the tiny cracks in my floor and hate it every time. So yeah, one of those three solutions is gonna be it. And let's hope for the first one, because I really don't want to say goodbye to this cool fishbone floor. However, I do want to just have a noiseless floor. You know, no cracks, no squeaks, no nothing. So who knows, but I'm gonna call it for today because it's getting kind of late and I'm tired and kind of depressed. So bye. Okay, so it's the next day, and also Merry Christmas! Yay, it's the 25th of December. Happy holidays and all that. So the plan for today is not going to be a lot because it's a holiday and family is coming over in a few hours. So I'm going to test something out. That is, I'm going to first remove this floor. I'm not going to throw it away just yet, but I'm going to remove it because first we're going to be placing a portion of the floor that we have upstairs in my bedroom. Yeah. So we're going to check if that actually makes any type of noise, and if it doesn't, then that's very good, because then we know we have a solution if the worst comes to pass. So yeah. Okay, now it's all gone. It's all in a pile over there. Now I just have to wait for my dad to come with the other floor. We had that in the workshop, but so yeah, once that's here, we can lay it. We can check if it actually makes any noise. If it does, great. Then we're going to remove that floor again, place it somewhere else. Then we're going to lay this floor. Then we're going to glue that floor, see if that makes any sound. If that doesn't make any sound, then fantastic, because then we can just use the fishbone floor, which is great. If that does make noise, we throw this entire floor out and we're gonna place the other floor that doesn't make any noise. I hope that made any sense. Okay, so I laid down this test floor, and after stepping on it and walking on it a bit, this floor is completely quiet. So we have a potential winner. However, this floor is of course a lot less pretty than the actual fishbone floor that you can maybe see in the hallway over there. So yay, but also So we've test fitted the large planks. They are completely quiet, so at least we have a plan B, which is very nice, but still. Now, we've laid out this floor for a third time now. But this one is, every single seam has wood glue between them. So this should be an entire, one solid piece at the end of the day. Who knows, but it's Christmas. I'm gonna celebrate it with my family. So I guess this is gonna be a fun cliffhanger for next episode. Ooh, would this floor be okay? Oh, will it be okay? Who knows? So I want to thank you for watching, and even though it is another one of these episodes where everything goes incredibly wrong and nothing actually works, I don't know what I was trying to say. Just thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. So happy holidays. Bye.